I wasn't scared to be a mother. I was scared of what people would say. When I found out I was pregnant, my life didn't flash before my eye, but my future did. Yeah, so today I want to talk about the truth of becoming a young mom, the parts that nobody really talks about. Yeah, to the question that how I felt when I found out. When I found out, I was shocked. I felt shocked. I was really shocked and scared. I was overthinking about everything. Just the moment I found out, my mind started overthinking a lot. I kept asking myself, am I ready? What will people think? How is my life going to change? Now you're bringing a baby to life now. Someone is coming to life, and you have to think about all this. Yeah, pregnancy is nice, but all this you have to think about when bringing someone to life. You need a lot. But at the same time, I already felt protected. Before the world even knew, I already loved the baby. The moment you find out that you are pregnant, you smile about it, you're happy. That means you already love the baby and you can protect her or him in any way that you can. So yeah, that happened to me also, and that feeling really, really surprised me. Okay, what scared me the most wasn't becoming a mother. The the fear was coming from when I think of the judgments that people judge me. I was scared of the looks. Of course, when you get pregnant, your baby will start growing, and I was like, "Eh." So everyone, when I'll be walking around, people will be looking at me. Some they whisper, the friends they whisper. People would look at you and say, "Oh, that girl is pregnant." So it was automatic that your baby would grow. Also, the opinions from people. I felt like people would look at me differently. I thought people would define me by one situation, like when you're pregnant, the only thing that people see is your belly, they see this girl is pregnant. So that's I thought that people would they would define me by that situation. And also I realized that something very important that people will always talk, whether you hide or you shine, they will still talk. That's human being. Human beings they behave like that. Even if something is good, even if it's bad, they will still talk. So I said, if when we do meet, when we have the baby, my baby, yeah, because I also wanted to have the baby. So I had to decide I was going to live for their opinion or for my child. Then I chose to have the baby. Talking with the financial struggle was my brand. I have a brand with the natural organic products for the skin care. Yeah, it's called Goldest Organic. One thing that really scared me was money. I wasn't financially stable at the time, and that kept me up at night. I kept wondering how I was going to provide and still build something for myself. But that pressure pushed me. I decided to focus seriously on my online business, my organic skincare, the Goldest Organic. At first, it was slow. There were days with no orders, but I didn't stop. And slowly it started picking. Yeah, before then, nobody would order. I didn't get any orders. And then after, slowly it started picking. So if you're doing something, you have to be patient. You never know when it's gonna pick. Then, if you're curious about it, I'll leave you the link below so that you can check my social network about my product, my social media handle. Yeah. I matured fast. I stopped caring about small opinions. People's opinions would not matter to me. I became solution focused instead of fear focused. So every decision I make now is about building something bigger. And also, what motherhood taught me that strength is quiet. It's working even when you're afraid. So when you have that fear, it's when something great is going to come to you. So motherhood is believing in yourself even when your situation doesn't look perfect. I know a lot of people they get into motherhood when they are down, they don't have anything, but they still go ahead and have the baby. But situations change later, it becomes better. Yeah, becoming a mom, it didn't stop my life. It gave me direction. If you're a young mom who feels scared or financially unstable right now, this season is not your destination. You can grow, you can build, you can become stronger. And if you want to grow, subscribe to Life with My Baby Boy. This is just the beginning of our story.